This is BBC One.
The 6 o'clock news from the BBC.
Good evening. Welcome to Not the 6 o'clock news. My name is Jeff. The Heineken Cup Barbarians Tour has been thrown into chaos today after allegations emerged of a senior tourist flouting the sacred rules of Buffalo at the tail end of last year's tour to Toulon. Easy for me to say. Pretty boy Michael Vine allegedly took a massive gulp of his good friend Bear Pearce's strawberry pavlova frostino with his right hand, a blatant flouting of the rules of Tour and of Buffalo. And when called out for such a heinous crime by the Tour enforcer, Big Ray Rayburn, Mike Vine refused to see off the strawberry-flavoured frosty beverage in an act of absolute petulance. We'll now go over to Big Ray Rayburn to explain to us what exactly happened on last year's tour.
Well, we were coming back from Toulon, and I think we were into Gatwick Airport. They all mould into one. And James Pearce, being his usual wanky self, wanted to get a white chocolate and I think it was raspberry cooler from Costa in the garage. Anyway, on that note, Viner, being very excited about trying this cooler, got over the top, bit excited, and swiped it with his right hand and started to drink the cooler with his right hand. I then said Buffalo. Viner said fuck off, and I said, well, rules are the rules. I said I got done for soup, so you got to get done for something else. And he went, all right, well, no, fuck off. And we got outside and we were all hanging around, and I said to him, look, I said, come on, rules are rules. And James was like, I'm not parting with my cooler because I've spent a lot of money on this, far too much money than I should have done, but there we go. And Viner is then going, no, I'm not going to do it. I said, well, next something else then. And he said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sure, and I quote, I'm sure you boys will do me on something at another date. That was his exact words. Anyway, calm as a bitch, Michael. Over to Jeff.
Thank you, Tom. Quite clearly a case of breaking the Buffalo rules there from Michael Viner. We'll now head off around the globe to get reaction from some key players in this developing situation. We'll head first to a community centre in Liverpool where Wayne Rooney is doing his community service. Wayne, what do you think of Michael Viner buffaloing his strawberry beverage? Words of wisdom there from Wayne. We might come back to him a little bit later. We'll now head over to Westminster, where the Prime Minister has a comment to make on this situation. Just one word there, Prime Minister. Buffalo! And Donald Trump is waiting for us in the White House. Mr. Trump?
Question. Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
Go ahead.
It seems that Mr. Vine has managed to get the president on side, calling it fake news. The trouble is, everything that's been called fake news by Donald Trump thus far has in fact been true. Oh dear, oh dear. Jamie Carragher's in the Sky Sports studio. Jamie, have you heard it's true that Michael Vine has been buffaloing strawberry frosty beverages? Jamie Carragher definitely not impressed there. We'll now head back to Wayne Rooney, who will hopefully have something a little more useful to say regarding the Buffalo situation. I'm getting fed up with this. Can we send Jules in to sort him out, please? Thank you. While we're waiting for Jules to get some sense out of Wayne Rooney, we will head over to Peckham, where Del Boy is currently in a wine bar drinking a red wine spritzer. Del Boy, Michael Vine buffaloed a strawberry pavlova frostino on tour last year. Revelations that have been revealed today have stunned the world. We're off to South America next, where we've got Michael Vine's Mexican uncle in the studio.
Voy a la playa, ya subió la marea.
Michael Vine's Mexican uncle there. Okay, now we're going to head off to Wayne Rooney again, and this time we've got our executive producer Jules with him, who's going to get some sense out of him.
Wayne, my dad says this is your shittiest moment in an England shirt. Do you agree?
Obviously tonight it is, but I think you can't compare it with other tournaments. It's always disappointing when you go out of any tournament, so but we're all gutted.
Blimey, you've joined us. You're suckers for punishment. England.
What does
Tom Radbourne.
look like? What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes. Describe what
Tom Radbourne.
looks like. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bald. Does he look like a bitch? What? Does he look like a bitch? No! Then why you try to fuck him like a bitch, Brett? He didn't. Yes, you did.
Oh, Clark, hand me the black cap, shall you? I'll be needing that. Thank you.
I love a fair trial.
With a guilty verdict in, we just now have to await sentencing. And if we take a look back at previous cases that have set a precedent for crimes of this nature, we've got an example here where Big Ray Rayburn, the enforcer, buffaloed his soup on the last day of a tour previously, and he ended up having to do this. Whatever the sentence in this case, I wouldn't want to be in Michael Viner's shoes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Not the 6 O'Clock News. My name is Jeff. Don't have nightmares.